Hello everyone. Again for this lecture we are going to see the numericals on the torque slip characteristics of induction motor. So this is our third numerical or third example. We are going to see this. Now they have given in the example a 12 pole 3-phase 600 volt 50 Hz star connected induction motor has rotor resistance and standstill reactance of 0.03 and the 0.5 ohm per phase respectively. Calculate first one speed of maximum torque, second ratio of full load torque to maximum torque, comma if the full load speed is 495 rpm. That means they have asked this question related with the torque as well as the ratio. They want to ask about the ratio in between the full load torque and maximum torque. So before solving this example, we should basically know the formula behind it. That means the formula for the torque as well as maximum torque as well as the condition for maximum torque and the formula for calculating the ratio of full load to maximum torque. Okay, so before solving the example we will focus on the formulas of that particular example. So as we've seen in the previous lectures, so these are the different formulas regarding the starting torque and maximum torque. So again we has, as we know in the previous lecture, as we seen in the previous some lectures, so this is a formula regarding the starting torque and maximum torque. So I once again read this formula. So TST divided by Tmax, that is the TST starting torque divided by maximum torque equals to 2A divided by 1 plus h square. That is a we are assuming that R2 divided by x2. That is the rotor resistance per phase as well as rotor standstill reactance per phase. So as well as this, the full load torque and maximum torque equation is TF divided by Tmax, that is F indicates full load. So TF divided by Tmax equals to 2ASF divided by S square plus SF square. So already we've seen all these formulas. So we are applying, here we are going to apply in this numericals. So as we know for this example they have given, just before solving example we should know, we should take out, we should know the whatever the given data, we should sorting out, we should listing out the different given data. Okay, so in the example, read the example carefully. So they have given the 12 pole, that means they are given a 12 pole, that means P, that is a pole equals to 12. We are already getting 3-phase 600 volt, that means we are giving 600 volt voltage to stator winding, again 50 hertz, again star connected. All these formulas are most, all these given data are most important. They are given in the example that 12 pole, that is number of pole is equals to 12, again 3-phase 600 volt 50 hertz star connected induction motor has, again they are given the rotor resistance and standstill reactance. That means this rotor resistance at standstill they are given 0.03. As we know the rotor resistance means what? R2 they have given 0.03 ohm, as well as they are given standstill reactance. As we know the standstill meaning, that standstill meaning what? Standstill meaning is that the motor is at rest condition, that is motor is at just starting condition, or the motor is at rest condition we have measured. Rest means it's a standstill. Standstill म्हणजे stable condition, motor किंवा तुमचा rotor हा fix आहे, फिरत नाहीये, त्या केस मध्ये we call it standstill reactance. The standstill reactance is of 0.5 ohm. Okay, so already they have given the data P is equals to 12, 3-phase 600 volt 50 hertz, as well as R2 ची value दिली, rotor resistance value दिली 0.03 ohm, as well as they are given standstill reactance of 0.5, that is x2. Standstill reactance means when the motor is stable condition they have given the x2 is equals to 0.5 ohm. Okay, calculate, then they asked calculate the speed of maximum torque. Speed, that means what is the speed, how we are initiating speed they are denoting with the letter n. just speed आपल्याला n फाइंड करायचा, maximum torque ला speed किती आहे फाइंड करायचं. सेकंड ratio of full load torque to maximum torque, आपल्याला ratio find करायचा आहे. We have to solve, we have to find the ratio in between full load torque and maximum torque if they have given condition if the full load speed is 495 rpm. म्हणजे ह्या 495 rpm speed ला मला हा ratio find करायचा आहे. That means for that particular full load speed of 495 rpm, that means for this full load speed I want to calculate the ratio of full load torque to maximum torque. So again it's a for a 12 pole motor 50 hertz motor. So synchronous speed, as we know that synchronous speed ns is equals to 120 into f divided by p. Okay, synchronous speed how we are going to calculate 1 and ns synchronous speed always defined with the letter ns. ns equals to 120 into p, sorry, n20 into f divided by p. That is 120 is constant, f frequency, it's a 50 Hz, again divided by p. P means number of poles. So we have, by solving this, we'll get about 500 rpm. That is a synchronous speed. Again, in the example they have given the, for this one they have given the example, in the example they have given the data R2, the rotor resistance R equals to 0.03 ohm and X equals to 0.5, because they have mentioned in the examples, comma, the slip for maximum torque is rated at. That means they have given this formula, that is resistance as well as reactance. So for this, as we know that by using this resistance R, R2 and reactance X2, we are going to find out the slip value, because as we know that SMT, that is a max slip at maximum torque, equals to A, that is R divided by X. हे कुठून आला formula? So we have taken this formula, likewise this here. Here where A is equals to R2 by X2, this one, where A equals to R2 by X2, we have taken this one related with to find out this maximum slip. Okay, so SMT equals to A, that is R by X. So by using this, we are getting 0.06 ohm. So as we know that corresponding speed, we have to apply the slip maximum torque slip R2 by X2. So we will get, मी आपल्याला हे कुठून आला फॉर्म्युला, हे फॉर्म्युला काय माहिती आहे, कुठून आलं R2 divided by X, हे कुठून फॉर्म्युला आलाय. सो ऍज वी नो दॅट फॉर गेटिंग द मॅक्सिमम टॉर्क ची कंडिशन काय आहे, मॅक्सिमम टॉर्क ची कंडिशन आहे R2 इज इक्वल्स टू S इंटू X2, बरोबर आहे. मॅक्सिमम टॉर्क तुम्हाला स्टार्टिंगला जर हवा असेल, ऍज वी सीन इन द प्रिव्हियस लेक्चर, सो द कंडिशन इज here I am showing it once again, this one. The condition for this, the condition for maximum torque is if the torque R2 is equals to S into X2. That means what? When the rotor resistance equals to rotor reactance, that is rotor resistance equal to slip into rotor reactance, then I will get maximum torque. They have given condition, as we know the conditions. So by using these conditions, आपण काय केले, इथे value of slip find केलेलं आहे. ही condition आपल्याला माहिती आहे. In the example, in the running condition, R2 equals to S into X2. If this condition is fulfilled, then we will get the maximum torque. So for this particular example, they are asked about the speed of maximum torque. They have given the maximum torque is there. For that particular, we have to know the value of speed. So the condition is R2 is equals to S into X2. Okay, R2 is equals to S into X2. So ह्या फॉर्म्युलावर मी काय केलं, H ची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड केली. H ची व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे कसं फाइंड केलं, R2 is equals to S into X2. So by using that, I will get S is equals to R2 divided by X2. हे कसा लक्षात आलं का बघा, R2 is equals to S into X2. Okay, so मला व्हॅल्यू ऑफ स्लिप पाहिजे आहे, S ची व्हॅल्यू पाहिजे आहे, R2 equals to S into X2. So S is equals to R2 divided by X2. So by using this, I will calculate the value of slip. It is of nothing but 0.06. So by using all this value again, and corresponding speed, as we know that corresponding speed N is equals to Ns minus 1 minus S. Okay, Ns into bracket 1 minus S. As we know the formula for the speed is Ns. हा तुमचा synchronous speed चा formula कुठला, Ns equals to 120f upon P. 120f frequency divided by P number of poles. But for corresponding speed N, actual speed N is equals to Ns synchronous speed into bracket 1 minus slip. So as we know the synchronous speed already found by using this formula. So I have taken this 500 here divided by, into 1 minus this slip. So I will get 470 rpm, that is the revolution per minute for the speed. Again, the second condition they are given, ratio of full load torque to maximum torque, comma, if the full load speed is 495 rpm. That means if this full load speed is 495 rpm, then I have to calculate the full load ratio of full load torque to maximum torque. But I know that the formula, where is the formula? So this one I have taken from this, the full load torque to maximum torque, full load torque to maximum torque. What is the formula? The TF divided by Tmax, 2A into SF divided by A square plus SF square. That means A, again as we know that A is equals to R2 by X2, as we know that. So again I'm taking this S. So by using this formula, just TF upon Tmax, as we know that 2S AS divided by A square plus SF square, I will use this formula here directly. So this full load torque maximum torque equals to 2AS divided by A square plus S square. So as we know that A means R2 by X2. इथं आहे ना आपण काढलेलं A2 value, H value R2 by X2 find केलेलं आपण 0.06 as well as S ची value पण आपण find केले. By using all these steps, I will directly get the ratio. Okay, that is 0.324. So such type of example mostly ask for the 4 marks, or sometimes it may be asked for the 8 marks. If they have given the only 2 conditions, so they have this question may be asked for 4 marks. If they are given the more than 2 or 3 or 4, so it may be asked for the 8 marks. Again, we will see the next example. Here, a 3-phase induction motor having a 6-pole, star connected stator winding runs on 240 volt 50 hertz supply. Okay. The rotor resistance and standstill reactance are 0.12 ohm and 0.85 ohm per phase. Resistance and reactance, they have given the values. Again, the ratio of stator to rotor turns is 1.8 and full load slip is 4%. Okay, then again they have calculated. Then they asked about calculate the developed torque at full load. Okay, the developed torque at full load, comma, maximum torque and speed at maximum torque. So such type of example are rarely asked, because I purposefully introducing this example because for this they have given this one, that is a ratio of stator to rotor turns. If the paper surface is different, if they have the more experience, then they may ask about such type of example, which is simple. Again, there is no any complication, but you have to use your different formulas for getting the answers. Okay, so here we are getting, so here, as again I said, just read the example carefully. A 3-phase induction motor having a 6-pole, P is equals to 6, star connector stator winding on 240 volt 50 hertz supply. Okay, the rotor resistance and standstill reactance. Again, they have used word standstill. Rotor resistance R2 they have given 0.12 ohm and standstill reactance, that is 0.85 ohm per phase. Okay, again, the ratio of stator to rotor turns is 1.8. Again, they are given full load slip is 4%. That means 0.004. They have given the value. So by using all this data, we have to calculate the torque at full load. That is a full load torque, again maximum torque and speed of maximum torque. So as for example, this we are solving the examples. Again, you should write the given data. So here they are given rotor turns. Here they given rotor turns. Stator to rotor turns is 1.8. So we have formula that K is equal to, there is a transformation ratio, K is equals to rotor turns per phase divided by stator turns per phase. This is a constant. Or taking the transformation ratio. So rotor turns, they have given rotor turns per phase divided by stator turns per phase. So we have taken, that is a 1:8, 1.8. That is 1.8 is 1 divided by 1:1.8. So by using this, I will get the value of K here, so directly. So as we know that E2 is formula, E2 is equals to K into E1, that is K value 1.1 divided by 1.8 into E1. E1, there's this voltage, this is voltage which is applied to the 3-phase supply. But here E2, that means it's a rotor EMF per phase आहे. इथं दिले ते हे तुमचं स्टेटरचं 3-phase voltage आहे. So मला per हे line voltage, this one is a line voltage. So I want to calculate the phase voltage. Okay, so directly I am taken line voltage divided by √3, because as we know the formula for this phase voltage equals to line voltage divided by √3. So I am taken this line voltage 240 divided by √3 as a phase voltage, that is equals to 77 volt. That is E2. I have get the value of E2. हे का find केलं? Because I want to use the for this all the value for the developed torque. म्हणजे आपल्या टॉर्कची फॉर्म्युला होती की फुल लोड टॉर्कची फॉर्म्युला काय? 3 divided by 2 pi into ns into s e2 square r2 divided by r2 square plus s x2 bracket square. This formula we have taken from the torque equation of the running condition. Okay, this formula is basically from the torque equation of induction motor from running condition. So as we know that for this we have to calculate the value of E2. E2, as we know, E2 I want to calculate again ns, which is ns in synchronous speed in rps, not in rpm. So for this I want to get the values. Okay, so as I found the case 1 divided by 1.8. So E2 I have calculated by using this formula. It's of 77 volt. So ns is equals to 120 f divided by 6. that is 120 F divided by P. It's of 1000 RPM. Okay, and is equals to RPS मध्ये convert करायचं. Just I am divided by 3. So here, so they have this NS. So this is in synchronous speed in RPS. So by using the formula NS equals to 120 F divided by P, I will get 1000 RPM. Okay, 120 divided by 120 into F, 120 into F divided by P. So as we know that 120 into F frequency, again divided by 6 is the number of poles. They have given 6 poles. So it's I got 1000 RPM. So I want to convert this RPM into RPS. Okay. So how are we going calculating? It's the revolution per minute. This RPM means it's the revolution per minute. Then I want to calculate it is in revolution per seconds. Okay. So directly I will give one shortcut regarding this. So it's a revolution per minute. हे मिनिटामध्ये मला revolution per second पाहिजे. Okay. So एका मिनिटामध्ये किती सेकंद असतात? So near about we have 60 seconds in 1 minute. Okay. So this is nothing but RPM, revolution per minute, and this I want to get RPS. So एका मिनिटामध्ये जर 60 सेकंद असतील, so just for getting RPM into RPS, that is for conversion of RPM into RPS, ह्याला काय करायचं, फक्त डिवाइड बाय 60 करायचं, कारण एका मिनिटामध्ये 60 सेकंड्स असतात. इज इट? सो फॉर कन्वर्जन ऑफ RPM into RPS, just divided the answer by 60. 60 नी ह्याला काय करायचं, डिवाइड करायचं, म्हणजे भागायचं. Okay, so you will get the answers in revolutions per minute. So just I'm putting all these values. TF divided by TF is equals to 3 divided by 2 pi into NS into S E2 square R2 divided by R2 square plus X SX2 bracket square. So as this formula I taken from the different, that means this particularly for torque equation of the induction motors. So here again, as I will get this value by solving this, I will get this value in the Newton meter, because torque has a unit of Newton meter. So as for this, I know that the condition for maximum torque is R2 is equals to X2. That is not equal, R2 equals to S into X2, because they asked about the maximum torque and running conditions. Okay, so आपल्याला फॉर्म्युला माहित आहे की फॉर्म्युला काय बाबा, की R2 is equals to S into X2. ओके, जर मोटर त्याने काय विचारलं, रनिंग कंडिशनचा फॉर्म्युला काय, R2 is equals to S, that is स्लीप into X2. जर मोटर स्टँड स्टिल असेल तर फॉर्म्युला आहे R2 is equals to X2. But when the motor is running condition, that is formula is R2 is equals to S into X2. Okay, that is, as we know that by using this formula I will get R2 equals to S into X2. So by using this formula I am going to calculate the value of S, that is S equals to R2 divided by X2. So that is R2, that means rotor resistance divided by rotor reactance. So I will get the value of slip. As again I get the values, and again by this maximum torque, if they want to get the maximum torque, so again this formula, so maximum torque, so by using this formula Tmax equals to 3 divided by 2 pi ns into this one. By using this you will get the values which is in this one, Newton meter again. Then you can easily find out this is nothing but a running torque and this is nothing but a maximum torque. So by using this formula you will get the answers. Okay, so this, as I said earlier, this for example may ask you rare cases, but we have to prepare for the same. Again we will move to the next example. Again this one, 8-pole induction motor has full load slip, that is a FL, that is full load slip of 4%. Again the rotor resistance per phase is equals to 0.01 ohm and standstill reactance equals to reactance per phase equals to 0.1 ohm. Okay, find the ratio of maximum to full load torque and speed at which maximum torque occurs. They don't given any details, they have only given, just read the example carefully. Example मध्ये काय सांगितलं आपल्याला बघायचं आहे. So in the example they have given a 50 hertz motor, frequency 50 hertz, 8 pole, that means P is equals to 8. Okay, has full load a slip of 4%. They are given the slip which is a full load is a 4%. Again rotor resistance per phase is equals to 0.01, म्हणजे rotor resistance R2 ची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे 0.01. ओके, and again standstill reactance दिला आहे 0.1, म्हणजे X2 ची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे 0.1 ohm. आणि त्याच्यावर आपल्याला काय करायचं, find the ratio of maximum to full load torque and speed at which maximum torque occurs. Okay, so as we know that This is simplest again example. T, this is nothing but they want to ask about the ratio between the maximum to full load torque. So as we know that the ratio between full load to maximum, that is the TF divided by Tmax, is equals to 2ASF divided by A square plus SF square. So this is a formula, as we know that we have seen in the previous lectures, so a lot of previous lectures. So this is a ratio in between full load to maximum torque. So again, this is the ratio TF divided by Tmax equals to 2ASF divided by A square plus SF square. हा फॉर्म्युला हाच का घेतला? बिकॉज त्यांनी विचारले रेशिओ ऑफ मॅक्सिमम टू फुल लोड. दे हॅव आस्क्ड अबाउट मॅक्सिमम टू फुल लोड, पण आपल्याकडे फॉर्म्युला कसा आहे? फुल लोड टू मॅक्सिमम आहे. ओके, काय सांगितलं बघा, त्यांनी फॉर्म्युला त्यांनी एक्झाम्पल मध्ये विचारलेलं आहे. दे वॉन्ट टू आस्क अबाउट रेशिओ ऑफ मॅक्सिमम टू फुल लोड, बट इन द रियल प्रॅक्टिस वी हॅव फॉर्म्युला हॅज full load to maximum. So आपण as it is टाकलं TF divided by Tmax equals to 2ASF divided by A square plus SF, किंवा तुम्ही डायरेक्टली हे फॉर्म्युला लिहून हे उलट पण करू शकता. Tmax divided by TF, you will get the answer. हे तुम्ही असं पण लिहू शकता. ओके, सो नाव as we know that just हे तुम्हाला फॉर्म्युलेमध्ये तुम्हाला आता व्हॅल्यू काय काय फाइंड करायची आहे? 2 S ची व्हॅल्यू दिली, SF दिलंय का? फुल लोड स्लिप दिलाय का? दिलेला आहे. 4% दिलाय. 4% म्हणजे किती? 0.04%. 4% म्हणजे 4 डिवायडेड बाय 100 करायचं. पर्सेंट म्हटलं तर 100 करायचं. सो 4 डिवायडेड बाय 100. ओके, सो जस्ट आय विल गेट 4 डिवायडेड बाय 100 इज 0.04. ओके, सो अगेन ए ची व्हॅल्यू माहिती आहे का? ए म्हणजे काय? R2 divided by x2, that is R2 divided by x2. That means R2 ची व्हॅल्यू दिली 0.01 ओहम आणि x2 दिलाय रिएक्टन्स बरोबर 0.1 ओहम. सो आय विल गेट 0.1. जस्ट पुट द व्हॅल्यूज. फक्त हा एक्झाम्पल खूप सिंपल आहे. जस्ट या सगळ्या व्हॅल्यू इथे पुट करा. सो TF अपॉन Tmax इक्वल्स टू 2. A ची व्हॅल्यू माहिती आहे, R2 by x2 काढली, आणि SF ची व्हॅल्यू माहिती आहे मला 4%. इट इज 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 100 इज 0.04. सो मी फक्त आता व्हॅल्यू पुट करू गेलो. आय विल गेट द रेशो ऑफ 0.69. हा 0.69 रेशो कोणाचा आहे? TF divided by Tmax आहे. But they asked about the maximum to full load torque. So I am taking the Tmax divided by TF, म्हणजे ह्याचा फक्त रिव्हर्स घ्यायचा, म्हणजे हे 1 upon 0.69. I will get 1.45. Okay, again they have asked about speed at which maximum torque occurs. That means the particular speed at which maximum torque occurs. So again आपल्याला माहिती आहे की फॉर्म्युला मॅक्सिमम टॉर्कचा आपण already just they are given the slip, full load slip max दिलेला आहे त्याने. So by using this we are going to find out the speed, actual speed n. So as just find out the ns equals to 120 f divided by p, that is 120 f 50 into divided by 8 poles. So I will get 750 rpm. So again this here full load torque and at which maximum, again this SM there is a slip at maximum. हे कुठून काढले, कसं काढलं स्लिप? SM equals to 0.1 कसं आलेलं आहे? हे SM equals to 0.1 कसं आलं? तर as we know that the condition for maximum torque is R2 is equals to S into X2. Is it? R2 is equals to S into X2. R2 is equals to S into X2, त्याच्यावरून हे आपण SM काढलेलं आहे. SM कसा लक्षात आलं का बघा? My condition is R2 is equals to S, that is a slip into rotor resistance, that is rotor reactance. R2 equals to S into X2 is the condition. So S म्हणजे काय? R2 divided by X2. Okay, so R2 divided by X2 आपण already find केले. So this is nothing but a value of slip. So I will get 0.1. Okay, by simple again by using this formula, as we know that as I get the value of synchronous speed, so I will easily calculate the value of n. N is equals to 1 ns minus 1 minus s, that is ns into bracket 1 minus s. So I will get the answer of 675 rpm. That means ns equals to 1 ns equals to n is equals to ns into bracket 1 minus s. By using this formula you will easily find out the value of actual speed. So such type of example they may ask in the exam for 4 marks. They have only given the data which is related to your formula. So for solving the such type of example, basically you should remember the formulas which is you are going to apply for the example. So by using the formula you can easily calculate any values, even they ask anything. Just if you know the formula, then you will get anything. Just you have to implement your formula so that you will get the answers. Okay, so for this lecture we will finish today. So Next lectures again we are going to start again theory part. For as I said earlier, these numericals I have taken only on the base on the maximum torque or full load torque, or simply we call it torque equations. Okay, the in the next part maybe numericals are related with the different parts, okay, in different sections of theory. Okay, but I have taken the numericals which is asked in a previous exam. So these numericals are specially chosen from the books as well as the reference books, which has already asked in different exams. Okay, so I hope you are understanding all these example how it can be solved. Okay, so from the next lecture again we are moving towards the theory part. Okay, thank you.